So last night I made a formulary of incense, and I had a whole bunch of packets like this just lying around, and I said, you know what, let me just throw them all together. And I don't know, and I put them all together. I was gonna write down what they were. I didn't. Usually, so now I don't know what the hell this is. Usually, like this is oro y plata. I made this. This is to attract money. And I keep my incenses in little bottles like this. This is frankincense. There's some sandalwood. So I keep them all in little bottles. But this one, I don't know what it is. Smells good. Smells like I think frankincense, white myrrh, maybe Queen of Heaven. I don't know. I have to figure it out. But if you have little packages like that, make sure you know what you're mixing. That's how you forget what your formulary is. It smells good though. So thankfully they are resins, so I'll be able to figure out what it is. I know it looks like frankincense, maybe white myrrh, maybe some Queen of Heaven. I don't know. If there was herbs in here, like a whole bunch of different herbs, sweet herbs, I would have been confused. So thankfully it's just resins. There was only 3 different types of resins. Please make sure you write down your formulary. I know my formulary for this. This is oro y plata. This is just, I keep all my incense blends. This is frankincense, frankincencio. This is copal. I gotta get some more copal. I'll try to open it. That's copal. So when you're making incense, make sure you write down what they are, especially if it's just not resins. This is resin, so it's gonna be easier for me to decipher. Take me a bit, but it'll be easier to decipher. It'd be a little bit much more harder if I had placed herbs, dried herbs. I wouldn't know what this is. So write down your formularies. Make sure you write down all your formularies. And if you didn't like it, you know what not to add. If you liked it, you know, okay, I got a nice formulary written. And you can repeat it. That's the importance of keeping formularies. And dummy, I didn't write that formulary for this one. It was just a little bunch of little packages like this. I think this is dragon's blood, or I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to smell it later. But keep down all your formularies written. Sorry I'm shaky, I just woke up. I made this one, oro y plata. Look how pretty that looks. It's pretty. And I put sparkles. I should put plata in there. Put in star anise and what? Cloves. Star anise. Star anise. And basholi. In a jar. In a jar. Sandalwood. Sandalwood.
This is really spicy. Incense.
Alcanfor. What are you gonna put?
Huh?
What are you gonna put?
One. The one's. This is really strong.
I know.
If not, you won't be able to see. It's the most expensive ingredient.
What is it?
Aloe wood? Agar wood?
Agar wood? How much you gonna put agar wood?
About 1 tablespoon. Only because it's potent, the smell. If you put too much, it just what is it? Fortifies all the other smells.
It'll kill it.
Yeah.
Oh, you put patchouli, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Simple and done.
Now you can jar it. So he used agar, sandalwood, clavos, star anise, block of alcanfor, and patchouli. And I'm gonna drop that patchouli. And now he's putting it in the jar. Should make more.
Yeah. I gotta do it little by little because I don't know the measurement.
Yeah. Making more, so he's putting star anise. This is what it looks like. Star anise. Cloves. Patchouli. Sandalo or sandalwood. Camphor.
The camphor binds it together.
Agar wood, right?
Agar wood, aloe wood.
Aloe wood.
Second batch.
So here it is. Now we're gonna jar it up. Okay, so here it is. Now we're gonna just jar it up. I'll burn it to see how it smells later. It smells good. So whenever you're burning incense, make sure you never
wait till it gets white.
Yeah, never. That's a mistake that a lot of people do, is that they put the incense when it's not completely lit. Oh yeah, see, now it's getting nice and white. Now, what's this incense good for, Terry?
This one, it's called Kunitskami. Kunitskami is the word for earth god. We have 3 different realms: Amatskami, which is heaven; Kunitskami, which is earth; and Ryugu, which is ocean. This one represents the earth, so it helps you ground. It helps you communicate with the earth deities. Trees, mountains are known for having very strong deities there. But whenever you're feeling a little flighty or nervous and you need grounding, or if your spiritual level is running around all over the place and you can't really focus on your your energies to focus, you would burn this and then you would ground yourself.
Beautiful. That's very good. That smells good. Very spicy.
Yeah, spicy, earthy, spicy. I'll make the other 2 when I have a chance.
Nice. So why do we put the ashes there?
The ashes to keep it from burning through.
Because you don't want this to be hot.
Yeah,
even though
on the
this
surface, but
is warm, but it's not as hot as if it was just laying
on
the metal itself. So that's why we save the ashes from the incense, the previous incense. We never throw that away. See, it's warm to the touch, but it's not as hot as if you had the charcoal on the metal itself. So in the beginning of the video, well, first of all, this is the incense that Terry made. Very grounding. It's good for purifying, for removing. It's good incense for removing negative vibrations, for grounding, and also as an offering. Okay, so this would be a good blend for removing. And this is the incense. Remember the beginning of the video that I had just mixed a whole bunch of incenses together, and I didn't write the formulary down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to burn it just to see what it is. But it isn't a sweet incense, so this would be more to attract. I can smell the sweetness of it. I can smell mainly, I think it's frankincense. So this would be good for attracting, while this is more spicy. Okay, and the spicier is more for removing or for cleansing or purifying. Well, they're both good for cleansing and for purifying, but the spicy incense would be more for removing, while the sweeter incense blends are more for attracting. So here's, if you saw when we burnt his incense, this is the ash that I just collect from all the incenses. And here's the carbon. And what I do is I mix it in. And I don't throw it away. Of course, I'm going to get I save all this. All the ashes from my incense. I never throw this away. I use this in my spiritual work. A lot of my spiritual work. And you'll see people using holy ashes in many cultures, from Catholicism, Ash Wednesday, Hinduism, many traditions, many religions use ashes from their incense. So now I'm going to light this carbon, charcoal, incense kind. This one burns very well, so there you go. And now I'm going to carefully place it on top of my ashes. Never put any incense on top of that until it completely burns all the way to the edge. If you do that, you're going to just ruin your charcoal. Okay, there you go. So you know when your charcoal is ready to place your incense when, I'm going to blow on it. If you can see it, when it's red completely all over. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this blend that I made in the beginning of the video because I don't know what it is. Just a little bit because you don't want too much. I'm going to mix it around just to make sure that I get it all. And just put a little bit and just let me see what it is. So I'm going to put a little bit on top. And let's see. And then I'm going to use my abanico and just lightly fan it out. Oh, it smells sweet. First thing I smell is amber. I smell some amber. I smell some frankincense. So amber. I smell frankincense. What else do I smell? Maybe a little bit of copal. So it's very good. Let's go ahead and burn a little bit just to see what other aromas I get from it. Definitely smell frankincense. I smell copal. I think a little bit of amber, Queen of Heaven. So this is good incense for attracting, for blessing, for purifying. Remember that when you burn incense and you pray over incense, all your prayers and your intentions goes into the smoke and into the heavens. Okay, so this is the basic concept of incense. When you're lighting and burning incense, I'm just going to go a little bit further. Let me turn off the light to see how that looks. See how that looks a little bit. It looks a little bit better. So when you light incense and you pray and you're praying over your incense, the smoke of the incense, all your prayers goes up into the skies and into the heavens. Okay, and there goes all your prayers in intention. The ashes, I save the ashes because all the energies, all the prayers, all your wishes stay within the ashes. And so I save the ashes to make seals, to draw symbols on candles, draw symbols on doorways. So remember, when you are lighting an incense and you're praying, all your messages, all your thoughts, all your ideas goes into the smoke and up into the heavens. Anyways, this is Sancista Brujo Luis. Save your ashes. Don't throw your ashes away. A lot of people throw their ashes away, and your ashes has all your desires, all your intentions, all your just everything that you place into the incense. And again, see that? I say that for making seals, anointing seals, drawing symbols, blessing amulets or talismans or charms like that. So anyways, just wanted to show you. I have a feather here, and sometimes I just pass it around just to blow it around the house. And it smells very good. This is a lot, so I'm going to have to open the door because incense like this, you got to make sure that your doors and windows are open because it gets very cloudy and very strong. Anyways, this is Sancista Brujo Luis. This was also Terry. We were working on some incenses today. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and see that little bell button there. Punch it, tap it, whatever you call it, to get notifications when I put out future videos. Also, remember, when working with formularies, try to get a good formulary book, a book with recipes for incense and all that. And if you're creating an incense, make sure you write down what you're mixing together, because sometimes you create an incense that smells so good and you completely forget, like I did with this one. But I know my smells, and I know I can smell frankincense in here. I can smell the copal. I can smell a little bit of the amber. I think Queen of Heaven, I think that's what I smell in this. So anyways, please, if you like these videos, hit that like button, subscribe. Again, keep something in, on the carbon, the charcoal, you put the incense, you save those ashes, because now you can walk around the house and it's not so hot. I mean, it's warm to the touch, but it's not so hot. And all your prayers and all your intentions goes into the, the smoke takes it up into the heavens. This is Sancista Brujo Luis. I hope you enjoyed this video. Santo Sanse. Para purificar la casa.